everybody, I'm Journey.
And I'm Addie.
And today we're going to be jumping into some easy bakes for beginners and families.
So the first thing we're going to be starting to make is a pizza. You need to preheat your oven to 360 degrees, and then you can get any type of dough. You could get store-bought dough, or you can make your own homemade dough. If you need to, you could have your parents help you get the dough made. And you have to get, well, you don't have to do this, obviously, but you need to. You can get any type of sauce or any type of toppings. Like, my perspective, I like to get, cheese if I'm going to make my own homemade pizza. And it also takes about 10 minutes to make or longer.
Yes. This is a really easy recipe for beginners because you only need a few ingredients, right? You only need a few ingredients for these things. And it's just really easy to make.
Yeah.
I mean, it only takes, about 10 minutes to bake. So.
And also, I would recommend, if you don't want to take super long, I would recommend whenever you go to the store to buy, your sauce and stuff, that you should, get your own pizza dough, instead of, making it, because making it takes way too long for most families' liking. So you should, anyways, go buy your own pizza dough. And if you're going to make everything from scratch, then you probably just need to figure out what you need for it.
Yes. This is a really good recipe, like I said. You can always, you don't have to bake the dough all the time, but you can always buy it in the store, right?
Yeah. And there is, where, all the bread and stuff would be, you can also just use, tortillas for the bread. Oh, my gosh. I just stuttered so bad. But for the dough, because as long as you're not trying to do a thick crust or a stuffed crust, then that will work really well for you.
Yes, and some people would say, they just why don't you just go to the pizza store, Domino's?
Yeah.
They would just be like that.
Buy preheated pizza. This is a really good activity for summertime, especially because then it's a fun family activity to do, especially on the weekends, because that's when most parents are off for work.
Yes. All right. Then the next thing is chocolate chip cookies. I personally love chocolate chip cookies, especially the really soft ones and the really gooey chocolate ones, because they are so good. And so you literally need only a couple things for this too, and this is probably the easiest thing that you can make. So all you need is cookie mix and chocolate chips if you want, but that's the whole point of chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah.
So just chocolate chips and cookie mix. That is the smallest thing ever. And then you will mix that all together in a bowl and stuff, and that's basically all you have to do. 8 to 14 minutes, put it in the oven, boom, you're done.
Yeah.
You have your chocolate chip cookies. You can go over that timing if you want really soft ones or anything, or if you want harder ones, that's up to you, but 8 to 14 minutes is the most likely.
Yeah. And obviously, most people already know this. Whenever you have all your dough in the bowl, then you need to take at least a spoon, or if it's just for family and not for people coming over, then you can just use your hands and take stuff out. Or if you want to wear gloves for it, and you have to roll it up and put it individually on pan, and they can't be super close together, or they'll all get into one thing, and it'll just be a cookie sheet.
Hey, but if you do want a humongous cookie.
True.
If you want a humongous cookie, I mean, I kind of want to do that now.
Yeah. Me too.
So, I think that would be fun. But, yes, this is a really easy recipe that you can make for beginners and family.
Yep. And then the next thing we're going to be talking about making is sorbet ice cream. If you ever go to a restaurant or something, or even when you're in Walmart, they have these tubs of sorbet ice cream, and it's basically just softer ice cream that's fruitier. So the first thing that you're going to need is 3 cups of juice, any type of juice you want. But if you're using lime or lemon juice, you have to water it down with some water. What I would recommend is doing 2 cups of the juice that you chose and 1 cup of water, just so it isn't like too stout or like too sour for some people's liking. Like, I love sour things. Like, sour things
Me
love.
too.
I have a really good sour tolerance. Like, I could have anything sour basically, and I can even just drink lemon juice. So like, I could just leave it as that, but if it's like for other people like in the family that might not like it as much as you, then you should probably most likely water it down a little bit. But otherwise, then you only need the 3 cups of juice, and then you have to put it in the fridge or freezer for 4 hours. If it's fridge, then I'd say put it in there for a little bit over, but if it's freezer, then I'd say you can do 4 hours. But also, another way to say this is as chilled. So chilling it, like putting it in the fridge and freezer, that's chilling it so it gets like harder and thicker, kind of like Jell-O.
Yes. That is also like, I've tried sorbet ice cream and it is so super good. Other people might think otherwise, but I recommend you to try it if you're like baking first time or anything.
And if you love fruity things, then that's a really good thing to do. And you'll probably find it in like most places that you go for like vacation, like Hawaii and Florida and like New Mexico and stuff like that.
Yes.
Because it's like a fruity, like summer type dish.
Yes. And when I went to Mexico, actually I went to Cozumel, and there was a little, on our resort, there was a little shop with like coffee and stuff, little treats. I got some of that ice cream and it was really good. So I really loved it. That was a really fun thing to have.
Yeah.
So one of our last things that we will
probably not the last, because I just thought of another thing that's really easy to make.
Okay, but I guess so. Yeah. That's good. But another thing that is really good is apple crisp. So if you haven't heard of that, it's basically like, if you haven't heard of freeze-dried
like
candy,
freeze-dried stuff.
Yeah, like if that's like a popular thing.
Yeah, it's
right
kind of
now.
like a like cinnamon-ish like type of like apple that's like kind of sweet, but also has like a little kick of cinnamon to it.
Yes. The bake time, or I think the prep time. The prep time is only about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You only, to get all the stuff ready.
Yeah.
15 minutes. It's not too long. This is probably one of like, it's not that hard, but it's just like, in between. But I think it's a really good idea to do, like when you're going, like when you're starting to go up a level like of baking maybe. So it'll only take about like 35 to 40 minutes to bake this recipe. So on this one, we will be telling you the ingredients because there's no other really way how to tell you.
Yeah, because most people don't know how to make this. But also, I'm real quick going to say the bake time in case if you end up forgetting, which the bake time is 35 to 40 minutes.
So basically, all you need is apples, lemon juice, sugar, cinnamon oats.
Yeah.
Oh wait, cinnamon and oats.
Yeah.
And then
Flour,
flour, butter,
brown sugar.
brown sugar, I think.
Yeah.
And then that's really all you need. So here's like some of the steps. So all you need to do is toss the apples with sugar and cinnamon, and with sugar and cinnamon, and then in a baking dish or whatever you want. It doesn't really matter if you don't care. But like the butter, you're gonna top it by sprinkling it over the fruit, and then you're gonna bake it until it's like bubbly. So that's basically it. If you had another one, that'd be great.
And like with back on to like the apple crisp part, if you're tossing it, you can do it with your fingers, or you can grab like a pair of your tongs and like just grab it and like mix it around if you don't want to use your fingers.
Yes.
But if you are going to use your fingers, I would recommend washing your hands first, especially if you have like little kids at home or you have animals at home that you were just hanging out with, or even if you were just outside.
Yes.
But the next thing I was going to talk about is rolled ice cream. If you haven't heard of it, it's kind of like a sheet type thing of ice cream, but it's just like rolled up into like tiny little like rolls. I bet some people have heard of it. Maybe you have. I don't think so.
I don't
Maybe.
know if I've ever heard of that, but I might have tried it. I'm not really sure, but
Yeah. So basically what you do is you find like a certain, like they'll have like multiple flavors, kind of like Dippin' Dot flavors type thing, but they'll have to take like on this little sheet, they'll take like milk and they'll add like other ice creams to it too, and then they'll add like some toppings in with it, like chocolate or strawberries or like even pretzels sometimes, and they'll like just chop it up a bunch and like mix it up with like these little like scraper thingies, like what you would use to like scrape off like burnt stuff off of like a pan type thing, and they like scrape it up and like mix it up, and then they'll like make little like lines of it and then like roll it up, so then it's like a little rolled up ice cream, and they put it in like a little cup too. So then like basically all you need for this recipe is the little scraper things. I really don't know what they're called, but most people probably know what they are, and they probably have some at home. And then you'll
guys,
need,
we'll pop up a picture of it right here.
Yeah,
so,
right there.
Right here is the
Yeah.
picture of it, because
Yeah.
I have no idea what it's called either.
Yeah.
So that's as best as I
But yeah.
know. But
And then, so you, like I was saying, you take milk, any type of topping you want, and any type of ice cream you want. And then you have to make sure your ice cream isn't like super hard. So it needs to be like about room temperature, not super hard, but not super like milky and soft. So you have to mix that up for a little bit. And then like your ice cream needs to be a little bit hard, like cold obviously, or it won't like form its little roll. So then you're gonna spread it out like all nice and flat, and then like draw little lines. So then you can roll it up, and then you just put it into like a little cup, and you can like sprinkle more stuff on top of it, like chocolate shavings or something like that.
yes, that sounds like an amazing recipe.
Yeah.
I think I need to go home and try that like right now. I might just run out the door right now, guys. So, but
Yeah. And there's also, if you don't want to go through all that hassle, there are places that have this. It's not just like a made-up recipe. I have personally went and got it, and it was amazing.
yes. Now I want to try this so bad. These
Yeah.
are all amazing recipes for you as a beginner if you want to start baking. These are, like I said at the beginning, this
Yeah.
title, it's easy baking.
Yeah.
So this is really good
Yeah.
example of like what you
Yeah.
can bake as a
And
beginner.
also with like the rolled ice cream thing, we might, if we can find something, we'll probably put it up like right over here, like the places that you can go for it, so then you can like find it if you want to. I think they have some like in Springfield or Branson area,
Yeah.
and I don't know if like anywhere else around the world. I don't know anywhere else besides that, but I've had it before and it was good.
Yes.